Hi, I'm Dan Weicker, developer of Recovering the Way, which is a fusion of Qigong and 12-step. And I'd like to explain a little bit about it and why I think it's worthwhile. 21 years ago, I lay in a hospital bed, having had a severe gastric hemorrhage which nearly killed me. I had been drinking and taking pills ever since adolescence and was faced with the need to stop. After several months of fighting it, I hit a bottom and went into a 12-step recovery process. Shortly after coming into program, I started to take acupuncture for alleviating some symptoms that I had. And I realized that this harmonized with a simplified Qigong practice I used to do when I was in my late teens. I hadn't completely forgotten about it, but it came back to me. And in 2005, I went to the Omega Institute and met with Dr. Roger Yanka, and it started a long and deep learning experience of integrating the principles of internal alchemy into my life. And I realized pretty soon that the 12-step paradigm is also one of internal alchemy. And the two of them worked so well together. And where you might be saying, well, that's really nice for you, Dan, but you see, I'm not addicted. Or that's really nice for you, Dan, but I'm not interested in, meditation. There's a progression that's going on in the world now. There's a progression that's going on in this country now that the disease is coming to us. And I don't just mean the pandemic of the COVID virus. I am talking about, if you will, a virus of freneticism that has overtaken us like a quiet and sometimes noisy tsunami. We all have now, if you will, we all do have addictive tendencies, and just like gene expression, certain environmental phenomena can bring to surface the dis-ease. And it's nearly impossible for us to avoid the effects of the new world of electronic phenomenon. It's nearly impossible for us now not to have a smartphone. It's nearly impossible for us to exist in the modern world without being tethered to a device. And it is laying bare the compulsive, addictive parts of our personalities. In the recovery process, I met people that started to do crack cocaine, which was not me. And they said, many of them in the groups, crack brought them to their knees much faster than anything else would have. And I'm here to tell you now that the electronic media, the way that we are tethered to these devices, the need to be attached, is bringing us to our knees a lot faster. And where people may not have considered themselves addicted, where it's being laid bare now for us. So just as Chinese medicine is a paradigm for healing, Western medicine is a paradigm for healing. Therapy is a paradigm for healing. The 12-step process is a paradigm for healing that can be paired with Qigong. The two of them work very, very well together. I've seen in recovery circles that there are many people who have come to grips with a lot of their pressing issues, and they may be abstinent for many years, but they're still very, very rife and tense, as if the body won't stop being in a state of excitation. And I've also seen many people come into Qigong classes expecting for some of those addictive or some of those compulsive parts of their personality to abate and subside. It doesn't necessarily always work out that way. So recovering the way is advantageous. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I am saying it is advantageous. And those people who might be looking to see how can I integrate myself better into today's life, look at such a process. It is a distinctly American phenomenon. It is founded upon the ineffability of spirit. It is founded upon finding a higher power, if you will, of our own conception. So we're going to talk a little bit more about recovering the way, a little bit more about 12-step, a little bit more about Qigong, and see what can we pull together here that will be useful, effective, give us an opportunity to be happier with ourselves, be happier with the world at large, not changing it, but changing ourselves. So thank you and keep tuned.